I'm Monique Saltani. I'm a wine expert, a journalist, and I'm thirsty for life. This is Wino TV.
Ciao.
Benvenuta in Sicilia.
Alla salute, alla salute.
Alla salute.
Alla salute.
How cool. Well, this is awesome. I lasted about 10 seconds, and I'm beat.
Where culture...
Just to sum this up, they had been looking for this theater since the 1800s. Luigi, you found it. This is like hitting a jackpot for an archaeologist, I'm imagining. What was the reaction when this happened?
In agriculture,
We are under a 200-year-old pistachio tree. We are in the vineyard inside the Valley of the Temples.
Valle dei Templi, Agrigento, saluto a tutti.
Valley
Grazie.
dei Templi, grazie.
Grazie, ciao.
come together.
We're in southwestern Sicily at the Valley of the Temples. This is Sicily's top tourist attraction. At over 3,000 acres, it is one of the largest archaeological sites in the world. 300 wine producers have come together for the love of the land and to make wine that expresses the soul of Sicily.
So our cooperative is 50 years old, and it's made up of 350 wine producers. Our goal is to promote Sicilian products, Sicilian wines and native wines, because we are strongly convinced that the wines of the territory, together with beautiful landscape, represent the essence and excellence of Sicily and the province of Agrigento.
And talk a little bit more about the native vines and why it's so important that you produce wines made from native vines.
Until a few years ago, there was the habit of making and producing wines from native wines such as Chardonnay, Cabernet, are made all over the world, in California, in Australia, in New Zealand, whereas we want to enhance our productions, the productions of Sicily, that are like Nero d'Avola, 𝐟𝐸𝐫𝐿𝐵𝐿𝐿, Nerello Mascalese, the Grillo, and the Catarratto, that represent the best of Italian wine tradition.
And I'd love to talk about this wine that we have in our glass right here from this beautiful vineyard.
So this is 𝐷𝐿, and this is the, let's say, synthesis of the excellence of enological production. This is a limited edition. We make only 5,000 bottles of this blend of Nerello Mascalese, Nero d'Avola, and 𝐿𝐸𝐵𝐿, which are the most well-known native vines in Sicily.
Now we cheers?
Sì,
Cheers,
sì.
salute!
Salute.
To
Cheers.
the Valley of the
Cheers.
Temples?
To the
Valley dei
Temple
Templi,
Valley in
Agrigento.
Agrigento.
Saluto a
Cheers to
tutti.
everyone.
Valley dei
Grazie.
Templi, grazie!
Thanks. Bye.
Ciao.
I am with Valentina. She is one of the archaeologists here at the Valley of the Temples in Sicily. I'm so excited, Valentina. I have literally never seen anything like this. This is so beautiful. For people at home in the United States, they might not be that familiar with the Valley of the Temples. So can you tell us what this is and where we're at?
Yeah, thank you very much, Monique. This is the Valley of the Temples. The Greek poet Pindar in early 5th century BC called the ancient town Kragas the most beautiful city of the mortals, the most important part of the ancient town, where we have beautiful and important temples dedicated to the gods. We are near the temple of Juno, that is a temple in a pure Doric style that was built in the middle of the 5th century BC.
So 5th century BC, this is Temple Juno. How many temples are here?
Yes, we have 10 temples that were built on the top of the hill that is in front of the Mediterranean Sea.
Something that's really interesting that I'm just finding out is you guys are constantly finding new stuff. So you're doing digs. You have 2 new projects right now. Quickly tell us about that, and then we're going to interview some of the archaeologists.
Yes. The excavation of the theater that we have found last year and the Roman temple that was found in 2012.
I am walking on the steps of a theater from the end of the 3rd century BC. They have been looking for this theater for over 300 years, and they just discovered it last year. We are here in the Valley of the Temples. I am so excited because I am literally standing on what would be the seats of a theater that was just discovered about a year ago. And I'm standing with the gentleman that discovered it. This is like one of the coolest things that's like ever happened to me. So I cannot imagine how excited you guys must have been when you found this. So Luigi, tell us how you discovered this ancient theater that we're standing in.
We have a very big work in the topography of the city with together with Emanuele.
There was a couple of years of work before founding the theater because actually the Polytechnic of Bari started an excavation in a sanctuary which was called the Forum Romanum, and we found that in the center of the ancient town there was this big area, a rectangular area, which was dedicated to public activities. So after a while we were studying this, giving a look to satellite pictures or LiDAR pictures, we could see the shape of a semicircular building. Then Luigi decided to come over here and to dig out, and he found that this semicircular building was actually a theater which was looked for since 3 centuries, because the first antiquarians of 18th century, they couldn't believe that a so important city like Agrigento didn't have a theater. So after 3 centuries or more of research, Luigi was able to find out the theater.
So, okay, so just to sum this up, they had been looking for this theater since the 1800s. Luigi, you found it. This is like hitting a jackpot for an archaeologist, I'm imagining. What was the reaction when this happened? What were you thinking?
Yes, but my research is a research of a big team, so we have
Teamwork.
Yes,
You
yes,
are a
yes,
humble
yes,
man.
yes.
You share the
Yeah,
so what was
with
the collective? What was the collective excitement?
Yes,
Yeah, because I mean, our activity was promoted from the authorities of the archaeological park and supported.
We have researched in the central area of the city, but also in all the city with Emanuele, with the archaeologists of the park.
We have been wandering all across these bushes and trees and whatever, searching for any kind of any pieces of wall that we could use to rewrite, to redraw the shape of the ancient town. That's it. There is a big work behind this discovery. Yeah. I mean, today's archaeology is not like once that you find the treasures and you are the best one. Of course, I think Luigi from that day will be my best friends forever. But the archaeological work is a work of a staff.
Finally, to found the first block is very emotional.
I'm sure it was emotional. Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine. So when you uncovered that first block, what what were you thinking, or what was going through your mind?
I don't believe it.
Yeah.
In the first time, we was very prudent on the.
Yeah, because
on
when
the
you make some kind of discovery,
yeah.
then there is all the other, I mean, scholars who are ready to say, no, you're saying stupid things, this is fake. So you're going to be very, very ready to fight.
Yeah.
No, I mean, not with the
I understand.
with punches,
I
with the brain.
Yeah.
It was very dangerous to.
Yeah.
But then when you proved it, then you thought, oh, I can rest easy now.
No,
no, now the work begins, right?
Not just because now the fight will be about the period, the datation, the shape, the number of people who could sit and whatever.
And you specialize in ancient Roman archaeology, and you specialize in ancient Greek archaeology, if I understand that correctly. And so what kind of ruins? Is this Greek, or is this Roman, or what is it?
Because we are from between Roman and the Greek archaeology.
That's
we are
it.
in the age of Romanization of Greek Sicily.
And what do you think happened here at this theater?
Well, what do we think? We think that the theater lasted till the 3rd century AD, and then in the 4th century it wasn't used anymore as a theater, but as some kind of factory production of iron production and whatever. Because in the late Roman period, at the end of the classical time, the use of the classical towns is totally changed. So we think that it lasted till at the end of the 3rd century AD. That's it.
You're both professors, and you have a whole team of students here working, and it's really hot. So hats off to everyone that's working on this project literally all day long. Can you kind of talk us or show me what you would do in a normal day, like what you go about doing during a dig? I've got this. What is this called?
This is trowel.
A trowel,
Yeah,
and this is what you use?
It's an English tool, this triangular shape. You can use with the point or with the edge.
Can you guys show me, Luigi? You help me? So you show us. So what would I do? What would I do? I know nothing. All I know is that I wore these pants thinking this is what I might wear if I was an archaeologist.
Yes.
But I know nothing else. Okay.
Okay. Yes. And we clean the layer.
So you literally do this all day?
Yeah.
Oh, I have to turn the way you are.
documented.
Okay, okay.
You have to see the layer.
Okay, so you guys.
Always.
You
I
must
can't.
follow the direction of the layer.
Okay, so like this. Am I doing it right?
That's it.
Just to get the dirt off, right?
Okay.
How cool. Well, this is awesome. I lasted about 10 seconds, and I'm beat. So you guys, thank you so much. Congratulations to the both of you. Thank you for sharing this experience with me, and I'll let you guys get back to work, because when do you think this will all be uncovered?
We don't know.
Never.
We don't know. It's a big building.
Yeah.
We can calculate it. No.
It's the bigger building that I excavated.
It's the biggest one you've
Yeah,
had.
yeah,
Well,
it's bigger.
you've got.
5 years, like.
5, 6.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll come back in 6 years,
Yeah,
and this
sure.
will all be ready.
Okay,
We'll all
okay.
drink some
We're gonna wait
lemonades
for
in
you,
the
okay?
theater. You guys wait for me. Thank you
Nice
so
to
much.
meet you.
Thank
It was a pleasure.
Thank you for your hard work. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I looked from the stone. Thank you, Luigi. Thank you, thank you. Grazie mille. Grazie mille. When we come back, it's a wine and pistachio party. You don't want to miss it. Manga, 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 manga. Today we are in Raffadali. It is a town known for pistachio production. Pistachios that are produced here are sought after by chefs all over Sicily. We are under a 200-year-old pistachio tree. I have Carmelo here with me.
Our pistachio, Raffadali's pistachio, is very special because it has been shown to have a greater oil content in comparison to pistachio in other areas. And this makes it ideal for pastry and for cooking. In addition to climatic conditions, large temperature changes and long dry period, and also this particular soil made of limestone, which provides the product special sensory characteristics that are unique and can't be found in other places.
One of the most common places you'll find all those pistachios are in pastries and in gelato. We have literally died and gone to pistachio heaven because we are here in a store filled with all things pistachios, courtesy of our friend Francesco. These desserts look so delicious, I'm literally holding myself back here. Although I think in Sicily, these are more like breakfast because every time I turn around for breakfast, they're giving you desserts. In the United States, we wait till the end. In California, we are very familiar with pistachios. I'm a pistachio girl myself, but these recipes are really ancient. Tell us a little bit about the history of some of these recipes here.
La tradizione del pistacchio è molto antica. Pensate che il convento delle suore del Sacro Cuore di Agrigento sono suore di clausura, convento che è nato nel 1300, già riprendevano a sua volta delle antiche ricette, perfettamente il couscous al pistacchio, fatto dagli arabi, dunque a fine degli anni 1000. Questo pistacchio, queste ricette venivano fatte col pistacchio di Raffadali, che ancora c'erano quei pistacchietti, e oggi, dopo millenni, dopo centinaia e centinaia di anni, ancora le suore del Collegio di Santo Spirito di Agrigento fanno i dolci al pistacchio col pistacchio di Raffadali.
I love it. This wouldn't be Wino TV without some wine, of course, and I am told that we have a sweet wine here that pairs perfectly with all these delicious treats. So let's try some wine, and will you tell us a little bit about the pairing?
Yes. Il pistacchio, i dolci al pistacchio di Raffadali si abbinano benissimo con i vini e i liquori alcolici, scusate, dolci, molto dolci. In questo caso questo è uno di quelli che si abbina benissimo con i dolcetti al pistacchio di Raffadali. Tra l'altro questi sono esattamente gli stessi dolci che facevano le monache di clausura a fine 1300, giusto per è uguale, è lo stesso, con il vino del...
Wow. And the one thing that I don't know that you guys know this at home, these delicious. These are not actually that sweet. You look at these desserts and you think, oh my gosh, there's probably a lot of sugar in them. But these recipes don't have a lot of sugar in them. Absolutely delicious. Perfect pairing with this wine. Let's cheers. We cheers to Raffadali Pistachios?
Yes.
Do you have a cheers you say here? What? Salute? What do you say?
Alla salute, alla salute.
Alla salute.
Alla salute.
Alla salute. Oh, salute.
Salute, buono, eccezionale.
So, Monique, I'd like to introduce you to 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐸. She's one of our partners in our cooperative and 𝐦𝐮𝐫𝐸𝐫 producer. Here we are in a 𝐦𝐿𝐫𝐸𝐫 vineyard, DOC, Sicily. 𝐬𝐿𝐫𝐸, Monique.
Monique, welcome. Welcome, yes. This is my 𝐦𝐿𝐫𝐸𝐫 DOC vineyard, and this is really the best soil for 𝐦𝐿𝐫𝐸𝐫. It's the father of red wine, and it'll be a pleasure to let you try something from our garden. So I really hope you enjoy it, and so have a great few days.
𝐺𝐿𝐵 is a young Sicilian wine, which was created from a blend between 𝐶𝐸𝐴𝐻, an old Sicilian vine, and 𝐦𝐨𝐫𝐵. It makes 𝐶𝐸𝐴𝐻 the mother and 𝐦𝐨𝐵𝐵 the father. The wines produced with this vine are very well suited to our traditional cuisine, from cheese to vegetables, from olives to dried tomatoes. It even goes with pizza. It goes with everything. It's a wine that can be used as an appetizer and during a meal.
Cheers! Cheers! Cheers!
Chin chin! Cheers!
Cheers!
Okay, Tonino, I'm so excited because I have heard that 𝐦𝐿𝐫𝐸𝐫 pairs perfectly with pasta. And I would love you to tell us about this pairing.
𝐶𝐿𝐴𝐻 is a 𝐦𝐿𝐫𝐸𝐫 from CVA, CANICATTI. It's a DOC Sicilian wine, and this is the land of 𝐦𝐿𝐫𝐸𝐫. This is the wine and the vineyards that makes us the ambassador of the whole world. and we produce it. We produce a lot of it, and we produce it well, because here we have the perfect soil. This wine goes perfectly with all typical Sicilian dishes, as well as meat, or in this case, pasta. It goes with everything.
Oh, Nero Diavolo all around. Oh. I'll go like this. Totino. Go.
Tonino.
Tonino! Good thing we figured that out. We're going to have to do it again. Totino. No, see, I got him combined. Oh, no, Tonino.
No, sorry. Totò.
Oh, no, too many names.
Totò. Totino e
I'm
Tonino.
not a Totino.
No,
Wait,
Tonino.
Tonino. Tonino. We're ready.
Ok.
25,
25,
26,
26.
27.
Non si può trovare da nessun'altra parte.
What he said.
Sicuramente.
No.
Vabbè,
kidding.
dai, che pubblicità ci sta.
No, benissimo.
You're so good. I don't know what you said, but I think it was good. Luciano, grazie.
Monica, grazie. Ora un grande applauso. Grazie.